Assalamualaikum, hai, saya Faiz daripada Agromas. Saya nak ceritakan sedikit tentang syarikat saya. Yang mana di Agromas kita bermula sebagai sebuah syarikat yang menjalankan aktiviti pertanian. Selain daripada itu, kita juga membekalkan peralatan pertanian kepada petani seperti baja dan juga input pertanian lah. Dan sepanjang kami melaksanakan aktiviti pertanian ini, kita juga ada membuat beberapa R&D, seperti kita menggabungkan penggunaan teknologi dalam aktiviti pertanian kami. Seperti biasa, ada beberapa teknologi yang kita biasa gunakan lah. Sebagai contohnya, kita menggunakan fertigasi yang menggunakan automation dalam pertanian tersebut. Kita juga membuat eksperimen berkaitan dengan teknologi hidroponik. Selain itu, kita juga mengaplikasikan beberapa teknologi lain seperti drone dan juga 3D printing dalam aktiviti pertanian kami. Jadi daripada situ, kita melihat ada demand daripada sekolah-sekolah untuk kita bawakan teknologi yang kita guna dalam pertanian ini untuk dipelajari oleh para pelajar dalam bidik darjah. Dan daripada situ bermulanya venture Agromas dalam bidang pendidikan juga.
Science as well, not just in science, especially in science is important because it's for human the future, so we want women to be included in the future.
Devoid of IR because I contested in elections, but bila kita dah mula belajar dalam bidang kejuruteraan, kita ada the foundations of science and maths. Dia membantu kita untuk mengatur pentadbiran dan urusan-urusan program kenegaraan yang memuatkan keperluan dalam bidang dan dunia yang memerlukan lebih ramai lagi scientists and science experts.
Saya adalah satu generasi era yang mempunyai pengalaman dalam dua era, iaitu era sebelum teknologi dan era selepas teknologi. Kalau kita lihat, teknologi bukan sahaja membuatkan very specific learning, tapi dia democratize the learning. Cikgu yang bagus sekarang, dulu limited kepada satu sekolah. Sekarang seorang cikgu yang baik is available to whole country, the whole world. Jadi keadaan sekarang lebih baik daripada era dulu dan teknologi boleh provide.
Inisiatif tingkat Edu Center ini tercetus pada 1 tahun yang sudah, di mana kami berniat untuk menjadikan proses pembelajaran ni dengan satu revolusi lah. Maknanya kita nak democratize the learning experience or access to education untuk pelajar-pelajar. Jadi dengan menggunakan digital tools yang ada ni, kami dapat menyampaikan kandungan dengan lebih besar lagi. Dengan itu, kami telah menyediakan sebuah studio untuk kegunaan cikgu-cikgu supaya memudahkan mereka untuk mengajar dengan lebih mudah. Proses yang akan berlaku di sini adalah cikgu akan menggunakan lightboard ini, berdiri di belakang lightboard ini dan mula mengajar di atas lightboard tersebut. Jadi bagaimana kami capture the stream is using an Android application, dan kami menggunakan mirroring teknologi di mana tulisan-tulisan yang terbalik ni semua akan automatically di-convert untuk tatapan user di dalam aplikasi ini.
Hai, saya Cikgu Lana. Saya cikgu ataupun tutor, private tutor ataupun personal tutor yang mengajar sains dan chemistry daripada Form 1 sampai Form 5. So, bagi saya, secara keseluruhan, bila kita pakai di sistem, student akan lebih mudah untuk faham, and then senang untuk even the cikgu, kita orang as a teacher, untuk deliver kita orang punya education ataupun kita orang punya subjek yang kita orang boleh ajar lah. Biasanya kalau student tu tak faham chemistry, so kita boleh ajar dengan secara menyeluruh lah untuk certain subjek tu, and then student senang faham, and then senang untuk student pakai the apps lah untuk tengok kita punya pengajaran.
Studio ini hanyalah dicipta sebagai pemangkin kepada aplikasi yang telah kami bina. Aplikasi yang kami bina ini merangkumi video conferencing dan juga digital blackboard solution, dan we have also data analytics inside it.
So online learning is going to be the most important part of the learning process. Dan kita nak achieve beberapa objektif. Satu, kita nak sampaikan kepada knowledge delivery ni sampai ke seluruh pelosok. Kedua, lebih affordable untuk semua keluarga. Ketiga, menyampaikan pembelajaran approach yang dicampur dengan learning experience. Kita nak masukkan bahawa semua dapat melalui learning experience yang boleh influence the learning output.
Very important that for policymakers to lift this or to extend this, it must be based on science and epidemiological facts.
Robotik, artificial intelligence, semua jenis teknologi yang diperlukan, kita sedang gembira bagi membantu kerajaan.
Satu, dua, tiga. Ni.
pagi adik-adik. Assalamualaikum. Saya Faiz, saya Peragromas. Okey, adik-adik. Hari ini Abang Faiz hari ini kita akan start dengan kita punya bengkel teknologi reka bentuk 3D berkaitan dengan pertanian pintar sempena Minggu Sains Negara. Okey adik-adik. Jadi sekat sini abang nak tanya, ada tak yang pernah join kelas 3D sebelum ni? Boleh angkat tangan? Angkat tangan macam ni ke? Hai. Adik Muhaimin. Adik Muhaimin pernah join adik Muhaimin sebelum ni? Okay, alright. So, kita akan mula dengan kelas kita pada pagi ini dengan Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, pertama sekali saya nak beritahu berkenaan dengan apa itu pertanian pintar. Okay, untuk adik-adik semua yang masih lagi, saya percaya semua di sekolah rendah. So, nak tanya apa itu pertanian pintar sebenarnya? Okay, berkenaan dengan pertanian pintar ni, pertanian pintar ni lebih kepada membantu untuk macam mana adik-adik semua ataupun petani-petani moden sekarang ni nak buat pertanian. Okay, yang pertamanya dia ada tiga jenis utama berkaitan dengan pertanian pintar ni. Yang pertama adalah fertigasi. Okay, apa itu fertigasi? Okay, fertigasi ni sebenarnya dia membantu petani. Sebelum ni mungkinlah ada petani yang hari-hari pagi kena siram pokok. Betul, kalau 1000 pokok lah dia kena siram kan. Okay, tapi dah ada fertigasi ni semuanya automatic. Okay, automatic. Dan di mana mereka tak perlu dah setiap pagi ataupun setiap petang nak datang panas untuk datang ke kebun. So sekarang ni semua dah automation. Okay, yang seterusnya adalah aquaponik. Okay, aquaponik ni sebenarnya penanaman menggunakan air, dan sebenarnya bawah kalau ada nampak tangki tu, dalam tu ada ikan. Macam mana? Macam mana ikan tu tak makan pokok tu tak hidup ke pokok? Hidup pokok tu. So pokok tu dapat nutrien daripada hasil, contohnya macam ikan punya ikan. So itu antara penggunaan aquaponik. Dan yang seterusnya adalah hidroponik. Ini adalah latest yang terbaru di mana semua menggunakan hidroponik yang lebih sesuai digunakan di tempat-tempat yang kecil. Okay, kawasan-kawasan yang contohnya kalau ada penduduk dekat rumah kondominium, ke apartmen, so menggunakan teknik hidroponik. So kenapa hari ini penting 3D ni dalam pertanian? Boleh ke 3D ni membantu untuk menjadi contohnya macam membantu untuk menaikkan pertanian ni? Contohnya apa? Okay, kalau ada nampak gambar yang pertama tu sebenarnya apa? Tangan ke apa? Okay, itu sebenarnya menggantikan kita nak kait pokok. Kait buah. Okay, kait buah di mana kita menggunakan 3D printing yang kita print untuk bantu untuk ambil buah yang tinggi. Okay, yang seterusnya gambar yang bawah belah kiri ada sprinkler ataupun air pun kita gunakan 3D printing. Dan ia sebenarnya menjimatkan kos. Di mana kita gunakan idea kita untuk mendapatkan barang yang kita nak. Okay, yang seterusnya kita nampak kat sini. Drone pun ada. Betul ke boleh buat drone guna 3D? Nanti lepas ni adik-adik akan belajar macam mana kita boleh tak buat drone menggunakan 3D ni. Okay. Okay. Kalau adik-adik yang boleh menggunakan mikrofon tu, cuba bagi tahu kat abang. Kat sini antara dua gambar. Satu gambar Aladin dengan cowboy ni. Mana satu 2D, mana yang satu 3D?
3D yang cowboy.
3D yang cowboy.
Yang
Betul ke?
cowboy.
Okey. Alat 3D yang cowboy. Yang satu lagi Aladdin tu
2D.
2D. Betul Okey. Okey. Kenapa pentingnya 3D ni? Apa itu 3D sebenarnya? Siapa boleh jawab? Mungkin boleh sebutkan nama daripada sekolah mana? Apa beza 2D dengan 3D? Siapa nak jawab?
2D tu lah.
Ada apa nak jawab ke? Apa beza 2D dengan 3D? Adik Hesa Damia. Apa beza 2D dengan 3D adik? Okey, tak apalah. Kat sini abang bagi tahu Okey, 2D ni kita lukis ataupun kita tak boleh nak pegang. Okey, yang kita hanya nampak di atas kertas saja. Tapi kalau untuk yang 3D kita boleh sentuh dan kita boleh rasa. Jadi ia memudahkan. Contohnya contohnya kat sini kita ada rumah. Dulu kita nak buat rumah, contoh nak buat pameran untuk rumah. Kita gunakan kotak. Kenapa gunakan kotak? Satu, sebab dia senang nak buat. Tapi dia sebenarnya agak susah untuk kita nak reka satu persatu. Tapi bila dah pakai 3D, kita hanya gunakan internet, kita hanya gunakan aplikasi yang dah disediakan supaya untuk dapatkan rumah yang nampak lebih cantik dan lebih real lah. Okey. Okey, dalam bidang medical ataupun dalam bidang perubatan pun ada 3D ni. Contohnya tangan bionik. Okey, tangan orang yang dah tak ada tangan ataupun kudung disebabkan kemalangan atau apa. So, diorang pun dah ada tangan palsu ataupun tangan bionik yang menggunakan 3D. Okey, ada kaki, tangan, hidung pun ada guna 3D. So, siapa nanti nak buat hidung, bolehlah guna 3D. Okey. Yang kedua, apa kepentingan 3D dalam seharian kita adalah menggunakan aplikasi 3D ni adalah dari segi architecture macam tadilah, untuk buat rumah, buat bangunan. Dan untuk pengetahuan adik-adik, okey, ada dah rumah yang menggunakan semuanya hasil daripada 3D. Rumah tu kuat ke tak kuat, abang pun tak tahu, tapi memang digunakan 3D punya mesin. Okey, dan seterusnya adalah dalam bidang automotif. Adik-adik yang minat buat kereta, betul, selalu lukis atas kertas je kan. So hari ni lukisan adik tu boleh diterjemahkan melalui 3D. Siapa yang selalu lukis kereta kat sini? Angkat tangan. Adik Arfan, Adik Muhaimin. Selalu kan lukis kereta kan, betul? So tapi kita lukis kereta tu dekat atas kertas saja. So sekarang ni kita dah boleh terjemahkan adik nak buat kereta macam mana. Kereta Batman ke. Macam depan ni yang ada dekat skrin ni kereta yang memang fully 3D. Kecuali dia punya tayar lah. Payah tayar 3D tak tahu macam mana kan. So badan dia rangka semua daripada 3D punya. So macam mana nak print 3D ni? Sebab print yang ada, kita kat adik kat tepi abang ni semua yang kecil-kecil je. Macam mana nak print yang besar ni? Apa cara yang diorang akan buat? Okay. Okay, dia akan print satu byte by byte. Okay, dia akan print dulu bahagian tepi ni sikit. Lepas tu nanti dia akan sambungkan. Senang ke susah nak buat benda ni? Kereta ni?
Susah.
Tapi boleh buat. Kalau nak, kita boleh buat. Okay, so nanti hari ni kita akan ajar berkenaan dengan carta ahli 3D printing, iaitu apa yang berlaku dalam 3D printing ni. Yang pertama kita nak model. So kelas hari ni lebih kepada 3D modeling ataupun 3D design. Okay, kita akan reka bentuk 3D dahulu. Lepas tu nanti ini proses dia lah. Okay, kita tukar kepada G-code dan juga kita akan mencetak menggunakan mesin 3D. Okay, kalau berkesempatan hari ni saya akan tunjuk satu design yang kita akan print sekejap lagi kalau sempat lah. Okay. So daripada digital, dia ke bentuk kita nak ke rumah pun boleh, kereta boleh. Okay, daripada sekecil-kecil macam keychain, okay, ke sebesar-besar macam rumah pun boleh menggunakan 3D ni. So ini adalah contoh. Okay, contoh kereta yang kita dah design dalam bentuk 3D menggunakan aplikasi. So nanti diorang akan reka kereta ni menjadi nyata, menjadi boleh pegang, boleh sentuh. Itu maksudnya 3D. Sesuatu yang kita boleh pegang dan kita boleh sentuh. Okay, so abang nak beritahu ni sedikit sekisah selalu berkenaan dengan macam mana adik-adik nak menggunakan ataupun antara perisian yang boleh digunakan untuk 3D ni. Okay, kita ada SW, kita ada Kesha, kita ada AutoCAD, okay, Tinkercad, Autodesk. Itu antara software yang boleh digunakan.
Ni sekolah mana ni? Lepas pun kelang kabut lagi ni.
Masih dalam pelajaran belajar lagi.
Tak payah pergi letak je.
Okey, jadi sekejap lagi kita akan mula untuk belajar berkenaan dengan Tinkercad. Dan kita akan pakai Tinkercad lah. Kenapa kita pakai Tinkercad ni? Yang pertamanya sebab kita ada online dan kelas kita semuanya online. Yang seterusnya adalah free.
Satu negeri sebelah bawah sekolah. 7 sekolah.
Ni. Dan juga ia adalah beginner friendly. Okay. So kat sini kemudian nanti abang punya kawan Cik Izwan, abang Izwan akan bagi tahu macam mana nak pakai Tinkercad ni. Okey. Jadi sekarang ni adik-adik dah ready ke belum untuk menggunakan Tinkercad ni? Semua dah ada ke dalam laptop semua?
Dah.
Okey. So abang bagi dalam masa 5 minit ke 10 minit untuk adik-adik pergi ke browser. Okey, pergi ke browser untuk masuk ke dalam kita punya Tinkercad. Okey, saya yakin cikgu-cikgu dah ada bagi link yang tadi kepada adik-adik untuk masuk ke dalam Tinkercad.
Salah dah.
Tak ada ketang boleh ajar dia.
Okay, semua dah masuk ke dalam Tinkercad ataupun yang cikgu bagi tadi? Siapa yang belum boleh cakap belum Belum. Okey. Boleh masuk minta cikgu untuk link yang ke kelas abang.
Dah. Mana? Belum.
Duk mana tiket?
Boleh minta. 3,000 dekat dia kan. Kalau ekor ni.
Tiket cikgu.
Cik Faiz, boleh tunjuk cara nak masuk Tinkercad tu? Dia guna kod atau macam mana?
Bla 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 bla.
Cik Faiz? Faiz hilang.
Cik Faiz hilang.
Hello cikgu. Sorry.
Boleh tunjuk cara macam mana nak masuk ke dalam Tinkercad tu?
Boleh. Ya.
Sekejap ya Cik. Cik Izwan. Ni Kak Esti tengok belum install lagi.
Nampak muka cikgu.
Okay, untuk link tu saya dah masukkan dekat dalam link chat dekat kita punya Zoom. Cikgu. Cikgu boleh klik je link tu.
Cik Faiz, anak murid saya, dia bukan guna PC Zoom ni, satu PC saja. Dia guna PC lain-lain. Untuk Zoom ni satu PC saja.
Betul.
Dia tunjuk cara tak?
Mana? Tinkercad. Awak tekan link lah. Dekat chat.
Baik, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Semua orang ataupun semua cikgu-cikgu dan adik-adik semua boleh dengar saya ke?
Dengar.
Baik.
Dengar.
Alright. Okay, so untuk makluman semua, nama saya Izwan. Jadi sekarang ni sesi untuk kita membuat modeling ni menggunakan Tinkercad ni, yang akan ambil alih lah. Baik, untuk sekolah-sekolah ataupun adik-adik ataupun cikgu semua yang masih belum tekan pada link Tinkercad tadi, saya sama ada Faiz, saya rasa colleague saya Faiz dah share pada cikgu semua. Tapi kalau sekiranya ada yang masih belum dapat, saya dah sharekan di ruangan chat. Okay. Jadi pada mana-mana yang belum terima lagi link tersebut, boleh tekan di ruangan chat. Okay. Okay. Baik, bila adik-adik semua dah tekan link tersebut, dia akan keluar satu paparan. Sekejap saya share screen. Dia akan keluar paparan yang macam kat depan ni lah. Tapi sebabkan macam saya dah ada account, dia akan keluar that's me. Macam tu. That's me. Tapi pada paparan adik-adik semua, dia akan keluar using nickname yang warna hijau tu, yang bawah dia tulis username ataupun sign up.
So saya nak minta adik-adik semua untuk tekan yang bawah tu. Yang register account tu using username, email or username. Tekan yang bawah, yang apa tu? Kotak yang bawah tersebut. Okay?
Lepas tu,
okay, selepas tu adik-adik semua boleh sign up terus. Cuma saya nak sarankan sebab waktu adik-adik semua sign up nanti dia akan minta tarikh lahir semua kan. Jadi pada tarikh lahir tersebut saya nak minta adik-adik untuk tukarkan tahun lahir tu kepada tahun 2000. Kita bukan nak tipu lah, tapi sebenarnya untuk memudahkan akses akaun. Sebab kalau adik-adik gunakan tahun kelahiran sebenar adik-adik semua, nanti dia akan ada sebahagian akses dalam tu nanti yang adik-adik semua tak boleh nak akses lah atas faktor umur. Jadi sebaiknya tarikh lahir tu ikut tarikh asal, tapi tahunnya tukar kepada tahun 2000. Kalau tahun 2000 tu kiranya konon-konon macam umur adik-adik semua dah 21 lah kot. Macam tu. Tapi kita bukan nak tipu lah. Cumanya kita nak gunakan ke semua fungsi dekat dalam tu. Dan nanti mudah untuk adik-adik semua akses. Kalau tak, nanti dia akan minta permission ibu bapa dan sebagainya. Pada saya agak sukar lah untuk adik-adik semua nak teruskan dekat mana-mana, dekat sekolah terutama sekali kan.
Klik go to my class ke apa? Tanya.
Betul. Kalau adik-adik semua dah ada account, boleh tekan go to my class. Macam paparan saya ni, sebabkan saya dah sign in saya punya account. Saya dah ada account dan saya dah buka account saya tu. Jadi sebab tu dia lain sedikit. Tapi pada adik-adik semua yang mungkin belum ada account lagi, dia akan bila tekan pada username tersebut, dia akan keluar pada bahagian yang adik-adik kena daftar lah buat account baru. Okay, saya tunjukkan sekejap. Okay. Contoh Okay, macam adik-adik semua, bila adik masuk semua akan keluar kat sini kan. Tekan pada email or username. Okay, bila tekan, dia akan keluar bahagian ini. Jadi pergi kepada create account lah kalau belum ada account ni lagi. Create account. Jadi follow je selepas tu. Bila dah tekan create account, follow sahaja selepas itu. Yang ini guna email apa-apa pun boleh. Guna email yang sedia ada, sekolah punya email pun boleh. Tak ada masalah.
Boleh guna Delima ID? Cuba.
Okey ke? Adik-adik semua? Kalau ada isu boleh maklumkanlah. Okey, siapa yang dah? Kalau siapa yang dah boleh cuba angkat tangan ke? Kita tengok. Okey dah, bagus.
Saya dah. Dah boleh.
Okey, dah boleh, bagus. Kita tunggu kawan-kawan kita yang mungkin belum lagi. Mungkin ada sebahagian sekolah ataupun siapa-siapa yang ada kat rumah mungkin atas faktor internetnya agak slow sedikit. Mungkin disebabkan tu ada sebahagian yang agak mengambil masa sikit. Tapi tak apa, kita tunggu kawan-kawan kita. Okey, semua dah ke? Kalau belum, boleh tuliskan di ruangan chat.
Belum.
Belum lagi? Okey, tak apa.
Belum.
Kalau ada sebarang masalah, boleh tuliskan di ruangan chat.
Dah.
Okey, pada yang dah, saya mohon kerjasama untuk tutup mikrofon sekiranya tak diperlukan. Okey, tutup mikrofon supaya kita tak ganggu kawan-kawan kita yang lain ni.
Belum lagi.
Okey, ada yang bertanya tarikh lahir kena 2020 ke? Tarikh lahir letakkan pada tahun 2000. Kenapa tahun 2000? Sebab kita nak memudahkan akses. Kita lepas ni mungkin adik-adik nak guna lagi akaun ni kan? Nak guna untuk buat design yang lain ke? Jadi kita perlukan akses yang lebih lagi. Jadi tukarkan tahun tu kepada tahun 2000. Jadi mudah untuk kita akses.
Boleh kami masuk dengan akaun delima?
Akaun 25 sekiranya boleh gunakanlah. Tapi saya galakkan masuk melalui link yang saya bagi ni tadi supaya mudah kita boleh tengok hasil kerja adik-adik semualah.
Kira nak sign in guna akaun delima. Rasa boleh ke ni?
Boleh, tak ada masalah.
Okey.
Guna boleh. Sama-sama. Okey, kalau belum selesai tak apa. Kita ada masa sedikit lagi. Saya tengok sekarang dah pukul berapa. Sekarang jam menunjukkan 10.29. Saya bagi masa lagi 3 minit. Jadi 10.32 sekejap lagi kita tengok dah di tahap mana semua adik-adik lah. Jadi adik-adik saya galakkan cuba buat sendiri. Baru kita semua adik-adik ni semua generasi digital kan. Mesti lebih mahir gunakan komputer, laptop ataupun gadget-gadget ni kan. Jadi cuba buat akaun tu sendirilah. Kalau sekiranya sangat-sangat memerlukan baru tanya pada cikgu. Tapi kalau tak, cuba usaha dulu. Bukan. Pada saya dengar ada cikgu yang cakap join with nickname. Okey. Saya tak sarankan guna join with nickname sebab kalau nak join with nickname, saya yang kena bagi nickname tu. Jadi sebab peserta kita agak ramai, saya galakkan gunakan join with email or username. Jadi buat akaun baru. Buat akaun baru. Macam tu. Ataupun sekiranya kalau katakanlah ada sebahagian cikgu ke atau adik-adik dah memang ada akaun, tekan join with username, email and username tadi tu, just sign in saja.
Maksudnya akaun tingkat kad lah.
Akaun tingkat kad, betul.
Ada lagi murid-murid ni. Create account. Create account.
Okay. Bila cikgu tekan email or username tadi tu, dia akan keluarkan ni kan. Kalau dah ada akaun Tinkercad, masuk saja kat sini. Sign in saja. Masukkan email kat sini, lepas tu tekan next. Tapi kalau belum ada lagi akaun Tinkercad, tekan create account dekat bawah ni. Dekat bawah ni. Jelas Okay, kalau ada yang tak jelas, yang kurang faham ke, boleh tulis kat ruangan chat.
Januari lah. Januari. Delimon. Sarah, username Husna dah. Delima apa boleh ke? Ya. Buat apa? Buat nama apa? Nur Husna. Boleh ya. Nur Husna. Ada guna Gmail ke?
Okey, pada adik-adik semua, boleh dengar tak? Boleh dengar saya tak?
Boleh.
Boleh Okey.
Boleh.
Okey, baik. Pada mungkin adik-adik ataupun cikgu-cikgu yang masih lagi keliru, ada isu. Okey, pada adik-adik semua ataupun cikgu-cikgu yang ada isu untuk join, saya tunjuk sekali lagi Okey, saya tunjuk sekali lagi. Okey, yang ini software yang kita nak gunakan hari ni namanya Tinkercad. Tinkercad tu inilah yang mana software Tinkercad ni kita akan gunakan untuk kita design kita punya projek dan sebagainya. Nama dia Tinkercad. Jadi sekarang ni kita nak masuk ke akaun Tinkercad tu ada cara dia. Cara dia kita kena buat akaun dulu. Okey, cara nak buat akaun, cikgu-cikgu ataupun adik-adik semua tekan pada link yang saya bagi tadi dekat ruangan chat. Tekan situ. Ini pada adik-adik ataupun cikgu-cikgu yang masih belum dapat masuk lagi yang dah dapat, okey tak apa. Kita tunggu kawan-kawan kita. Okey, baik. Macam contoh dekat depan ni, boleh nampak kan? Kalau boleh nampak tulis kat ruangan chat supaya saya tahu. Okey, boleh Okey, bila saya tekan link ni tadi, dia akan keluar paparan dekat depan ni. Dia akan keluar paparan dekat depan ni. Jadi ada dua kotak dekat depan ni. Yang mana kotak yang pertama dia tulis join with nickname. Kotak hijau. Kemudian kotak yang kedua, kotak warna biru, dia tulis email or username. Okey? Untuk hari ni saya nak minta adik-adik semua ataupun cikgu-cikgu tekan pada email or username, kotak warna biru. Tekan dekat kotak warna biru ni email or username. Tekan sini. Okey. Bila dah ditekan, paparan ini akan keluar. Okey. Okey.
Dia ajar. Tengok dia ajar.
Okey. Semua dapat tak?
Tengok dia ajar. Cuba. Respon sikit.
Okey. Baik. Semua dah dapat sampai sini. Jadi bila dah sampai sini, saya ada dapat pertanyaan. Ada sebahagian adik-adik semua dah ada accounting KECAT. Ada sebahagian lah. Mungkin ada sebahagian yang belum ada. Kalau ada sebahagian yang dah ada akaun ni, akaun kat depan ni, Tinker KECAT ni, kalau dah ada, adik-adik cuma perlu tekan ini saja. Cuma perlu tekan ini saja.
Yang tak nampak. Sambung buat tadi. Sambung buat. Malaysia. Jadi, awak ada PC tak apa buka mas, tapi selepas awak dah.
Okey. Saya stop saya punya share screen pula. Saya ulang semula Okey. Pada adik-adik ataupun cikgu-cikgu yang sedang mengikuti sekarang ni, sekiranya anda semua dah ada akaun Tinkercad. Akaun Tinkercad tu apa? Akaun Tinkercad tu yang ni dekat depan ni. Yang saya tengah tunjuk ni. Ni Tinkercad ni. Kalau dah ada akaun ni, okey, apa yang adik-adik cikgu perlu buat adalah masuk saja email di sini. Macam saya, Izwan. Saya masuk Izwan kat sini. @agromas. Contohnya kan. Masukkan dekat sini email. Lepas tu tekan saja next. Kemudian tu. Okey. Ini pada yang dah ada akaun Tinkercad. Tapi pada yang belum ada akaun Tinkercad, tekan create account. Okey. Create account.
2009.
Okey, pada adik-adik yang tak memerlukan guna mic, saya minta tolong offkan mic supaya tak mengganggu kawan-kawan kita yang lain. Okey. Jadi saya rasa mungkin ramai yang belum ada akaun Tinkercad ni lagi. Jadi kalau belum ada akaun Tinkercad, tekan pada create account. Dekat bawah ni ada tulis new to Autodesk, create account. Jadi tekan create account di sini. Jadi bila tekan create account, paparan yang lain akan keluar. Yang mana paparan create account yang akan keluar. Okey. Jadi dekat sini adik-adik masukkanlah negara mana. Kalau adik-adik ada yang bukan daripada Malaysia, tekanlah negara mana yang adik-adik datang. Kalau lah kan. Okey. Cari mana Malaysia. Ataupun tekan M. Dia akan keluar dekat Malaysia sini kan. Lepas tu tekan birthday. Birthday berapa bulan? Birthday saya Februari contohnya. 17 ke contoh. Tapi tahun ni saya nak minta adik-adik tukar kepada tahun 2000. Tukar kepada tahun 2000. Okey, kenapa tukar pada tahun 2000? Sebab nanti bila adik-adik semua nak guna, lebih mudah. Tak perlu ada perlu permission, access dan sebagainya. Kalau adik-adik letak tarikh lahir, tahun adik lahir, mungkin katakan tahun berapa? 2010 ke contohlah kan? Atau 2008 ke contohnya, mungkin ada sebahagian aktiviti dalam akaun tu tak dapat diakses sebab dia akan anggap adik-adik semua bawah umur dan sebagainya lah. Nanti adalah kita punya bahagian yang tak dapat nak buat ke ataupun ada susahlah nak akses. Jadi saya nak minta adik-adik semua tukar kepada tahun 2000. SK Kampung Kolam masih tak dapat join tu, tak dapat join Tinkercad ke atau macam mana disebabkan tak dapat login. Okey, mungkin disebabkan sambungan internet lah tu. Apa, kita masih ada masa lagi. Saya rasa kita tunggulah pada sekolah yang masih belum. Seorang saja yang berjaya. Okey.
Please have a daily email address. Ada akaun Gmail awak? Letak akaun Gmail.
Okey, akaun tak ada masalah. Nak guna email mana tak ada masalah. Email kalau ada Gmail boleh guna Gmail. Kalau ada email MOE guna email MOE. Kalau nak cuba masuk guna D5 pun boleh juga. Tak ada masalah. Guna saja email yang ada. Tak ada masalah. Okey, selain daripada SK Kampung Kolam tadi tu, ada tak lagi sekolah yang masih belum berjaya lagi? Mungkin Kampung Kolam ni mungkin disebabkan sambungan internet. Tak apa, kita tunggu kawan-kawan kita. Ada lagi tak yang masih belum supaya kita boleh bantu untuk permudahkan?
Belum lagi.
Belum lagi, tak apa.
Dalam proses.
Dalam proses, baik cikgu. Kita masih menunggu, tak ada masalah. Dan kami juga menggalakkan interaksi lah semua di bahagian chat ni. Kalau best ke tulis best, kalau tak dapat tulis tak dapat, kalau perlu bantuan tulis perlu bantuan. Jadi tim saya akan bantu semualah untuk selesaikan apa yang belum selesai itu.
Apa dia tu? Okay. Saya ingin create account. Okey, tulis nama Ayu. Pendek saja. So perkataan. Pilih perkataan nama. Okey, nama Ayu. Okay, email. Kena email ni, email D5.
Okey ke semua? Okey, saya mohon maaf lah sekiranya proses ni agak sukar sedikit pada sebahagian daripada adik-adik ataupun cikgu semua. Tapi kita sarankan proses ni supaya bila adik-adik semua dah ada akaun, mudahlah dekat sekolah nanti. Mungkin cikgu-cikgu nak ajar guna 3CAT ni pun dekat sekolah pun boleh. Tak ada masalah bila student dah ada akaun. Pada student, adik-adik kalau dah ada akaun, mudahlah dekat rumah kalau ada internet, ada komputer, boleh buat. Boleh guna.
Kenapa bila saya ni?
Saya mohon sekiranya ada tak ada keperluan menggunakan mic, minta tolong mutekan. Ya, saya.
Mute mic. The link has either expired or is no longer valid. Ya. Meeting. Sudah.
Okey, SK Kubang Kuau dan okey, bagus. Okey, Cikgu Johana, tak apa, tak ada masalah. Kita tunggu lagi. Tak berjaya create account tu disebabkan internet punya sambungan ke ataupun ada isu yang lain, Cikgu? Kalau ada isu yang lain, boleh tuliskan dekat ruangan chat apa isu yang berlaku supaya kita boleh bantu dan tengok dekat mana problem yang terjadilah. Okey, pada yang dah berjaya untuk create account, sila tunggu sebentar ya. Kita tunggu kawan-kawan kita lah.
Cikgu. 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 Cikgu.
Okey, ada yang perlukan bantuan ke? Sebab saya dengar ada yang macam memanggil nama saya. Ataupun mungkin cikgu lain yang dipanggil.
Admit saya, cikgu.
Okey, perlukan bantuan apa tu? Ni nama siapa
Abhishek Vijayan, cikgu.
Okey, Abhishek. Abhishek, perlukan bantuan apa? Dah boleh buat akaun belum?
Saya join dalam Zoom in laptop, cikgu. Admit, cikgu.
Okey, dekat saya punya paparan ni tak ada yang menunggu di waiting room. Jadi saya dah admit semua. Saya dah admit semua. Mungkin Abhishek perlu.
Okey, cikgu. Terima kasih, cikgu.
Abhishek dah boleh cakap dengan saya ni, confirm Abhishek dah ada dalam ni. Okey, tak apa. Alright, so semua dah create account. Ada lagi tak yang masih belum dapat create account lagi? Kalau belum, tuliskan belum dekat ruangan chat supaya kita boleh tunggu lagi. Saya tak nak ada yang tertinggal. Kalau boleh ke semua yang follow melalui Zoom ni. Okey, saya ulang sekali lagi kepada siapa-siapa yang pelajar mana yang tak perlu menggunakan mic, sila bantu saya untuk offkan mic anda semua. Sebab walaupun saya boleh mutekan semua orang, tapi agak inilah sukar sedikit dalam keadaan saya tengah mengajar ni kan. Okey, sebaiknya anda semua bantu saya lah. Okey, saya rasa mungkin sebahagian besar daripada kita semua dah dapat create account kan? Jadi kita mungkin tunggu beberapa orang lagi lah yang masih belum. Jangan risau. Kita tunggu. Mungkin ada sebahagian saya difahamkan sesi ni juga kita stream melalui YouTube ataupun Facebook mungkin, ataupun melalui platform yang disediakan oleh Jawatankuasa Minggu Sains Negara. Jadi kepada mungkin ada sebahagian peserta yang sedang join secara dalam talian melalui streaming, boleh follow apa yang saya sebutkan. Jadi kita sangat menggalakkanlah penyertaan yang kepada peserta yang di luar daripada sesi Zoom ni. Okey, so semua yang ada dekat dalam sesi Zoom ni semua dah dapat create account ke? Ada yang masih belum lagi? Sekolah mana yang belum lagi? Kalau belum, boleh maklumkan sebelum saya bermula. Okey, baik. Jadi saya rasa mungkin semua peserta dah boleh ni kan. Okey, sekejap Semua peserta dah boleh masuk ke tiket. Baik, sekarang ni saya akan okey, saya boleh nampak kat sini. Okey, ada ramai peserta dekat sini. Okey, tapi mungkin tak seramai jumlah peserta pada hari ini. Okey. Baik, saya akan share sekali lagi skrin saya. Baik. Okey, baik. Jadi semua dah bersedia ke untuk saya teruskan? Baik, Cikgu Johana. Okey, jadi saya anggap mungkin ke semua adik-adik, cikgu semua dah bersedia kan untuk saya teruskan. Kalau dah bersedia, sila tuliskan boleh dekat ruangan chat supaya saya tahu anda betul-betul dah bersedia. Sebab kalau ada yang belum bersedia dan saya teruskan nanti akan jadi problem lah nanti kan bila kita dah di pertengahan jalan. Okey, baik. So sekarang ni semua yang reply ni dah tulis boleh. Okey.
Boleh.
Baik, saya akan teruskan. Sekejap ya. Baik, okey. Jadi memandangkan kesemua daripada sekolah yang terlibat pada hari ini dah dapat masuk ke 3CAT. Baik, saya rasa mungkin lama ni kita buat akaun tadi kan. Jadi saya bagi rehatlah sekejap 5 minit. Jadi rehat kita ni akan ada selingan sedikit, ada sedikit mesej yang disampaikan oleh pihak penganjur Minggu Sains Negara. Jadi tanpa melengahkan masa lagi, saya menyerahkan sesi ini kepada pihak penganjur ataupun jawatankuasa daripada Minggu Sains Negara. Dipersilakan.
Okay, selamat pagi and welcome back to our celebration of Minggu Sains Negara. Today is the 5th day, right? And we are so pleased to have another session of our series in the science behind. So all students who have been following us, you can recall we have actually 4 series of the science behind. The first one was on the science behind vaccine and we had Dr. Maha. And the second one was IoT. So we had some experts from Google Street View and also from MMU to talk about the science behind IoT. And today it will be the science behind engineering, right? And I will introduce to you our lovely speaker and and how she is going to take us through to excite you about what engineering is about, or rather the science behind engineering. Okay, so let me again assure you that this is a very, very important and significant event. Minggu Sains Negara is celebrated every year by the Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation, and its main objective is to get more students to be excited, to be impressed, to be inspired by the things that are happening in the world of science and innovation and technology and engineering. That's basically the objective. But most importantly, Minggu Sains is also about engaging children, engaging you to participate and to have fun, discover, right? So that's what we are here to do today, right? So without further ado, let me take you through the speaker, all right? And as I mentioned, the session today is called The Science Behind Engineering the Future, right? And the speaker is Engineer Ma Siu Kian, all right? Engineer Ma is an electronic engineer by discipline. She's a very active STEM educator, supporter and enthusiast. She has a team. Okay? She and a team have been supporting STEM events from big events like local community. She has done programs in Nilai, in shopping malls, right? And also community engagement programs within the university, right? She is one of a strong supporter for Minggu Sains. For the past 3 years, she has been doing that, right? So in 2018, when we did the first Minggu Sains in Daman, Engineer Ma, together with the team from IEM, were here to support that event. So we are very, very grateful to the support and encouragement and the enthusiasm that Engineer Ma and the team has given us, right? Now, she is the immediate past chairman of the Women Engineers section in IEM and currently a council member of the Institute of Engineers, that's IEM. She advocates very strongly for more women, for more girls, to go into engineering. Later she will explain why, right? Why that she wants to advocate, why she wants to encourage more girls to go into engineering. I think that's a very, very interesting campaign that she and a team in IEM has undertaken. All right. Finally, I would like to let you know that Engineer Ma is a lecturer at Nilai University, right? And she has also done the Minggu Sains Negara at Nilai University and many other occasions, many other functions, like for example, she is also leading the Railroad Robotic and Coding competition for national and state level, right? So these are some of the excellent credentials that Engineer Ma has, and as I said, most importantly, she's very enthusiastic in promoting STEM education. Now, so without further ado, let's dwell deeper into the subject matter of engineering the future. With that, I'd like to pass the mic over to Engineer Ma, please.
Thank you, Mr. Ramesh. Okay, and good morning. Good morning to all the students. Today is the first day of school, especially for secondary school students. And also good morning to all the teachers, parents, and to all those of you who are watching the YouTube now. Okay. I'm very honored and grateful for Mr. Ramesh to invite me to come here to present the science behind engineering the future. Yes, Mr. Ramesh and I, we can consider old friends. We have been working together since 2018 when we first met. Slowly we built up our relationship, mainly because both of us have the passion for STEM. Okay, so I think without further ado, I can start with my presentation. Okay, so today my presentation will be The title is Engineering the Future and Imagining Tomorrow. Okay, yeah. If you look at the slides, I purposely make it very colorful. You know why? Because engineers are actually problem solvers. We solve the problem, we paint the future, okay? So students, boys and girls, if you are interested to take a part, play a part in what future looks like, you want to have a say on it, you want to paint your future, okay? So engineering actually is the best field for you to go into, okay? So how we are going to imagine tomorrow, imagining tomorrow, that will be the title, okay, the theme for my talk this year in conjunction of the Minggu Sains Negara, and thanks again to Stand for All Makerspace, okay? So you see, actually engineers can do anything, okay? So boys and girls, how you are and how I'm imagining tomorrow, okay? Everyone has an imagination, they are quite different, right? So it's like our world is a white piece of cloth, everything is white, right? So we are there to actually give up our ideas, to look at what the problems and to solve it. Okay, as the society changes, everything is a new day, okay? From pre-pandemic to post-pandemic, I'm sure a lot of our behaviors will change, right? Students, you are, for the past few months, you have been doing e-learning, so I'm sure now most of you are great to be back to the school and try out all the STEM activities. Okay, so actually, who am I? Okay, so first, okay, of course, I'm a female, okay, so I actually serve the IEM Women Engineer section, okay. We are actually part of the smallest group, okay, in IEM Women Engineers. And my discipline is electronics, and I'm also an educator in Nilai University. Okay, the most important thing, I'm a STEM advocate, okay, no matter where I am, I always advocate for STEM education, and also, yeah, especially also I advocate for STEM for girls to promote and encourage more girls to go into STEM. If you look at my hashtag here, I look like an engineer. Okay, boys and girls, you know, this hashtag actually has a story behind it. Okay, I think in 2015, there was a software company, right, who released a picture of a software engineer. Okay, so that software engineer actually were a lady, an attractive lady, promoting a software under the company, okay, in the US. And then there are quite a few of public dissent or public, in the social media, there are a lot of noises saying that the company is putting up a model to be there. She's not really an engineer, you know, because the main reason is because I think there's a feeling like 2015 that her experience was undermined because she's an attractive lady. Okay, so the company actually responded, and she actually responded in the social media with the hashtag, I look like an engineer. So she encouraged all the females out there, engineers, to actually post a photo of themselves and hashtag that I look like an engineer. Okay, so here I bring you this story is to let you know that engineer doesn't have a specific look. As long as you are capable, you have a good education, you will be an engineer, okay? So there's no specific look for it, okay? So how do engineers look like, right? Engineers can wear a hard hat that most boys or girls, all of you will be relate to, right? Okay, because civil engineering is the oldest profession, right? We build houses, we build bridges. But engineers also, for example, okay, work in clean rooms. So you can see the right-hand side is a super clean room, yeah, with very less particles. So she needs to wear a bunny suit, okay. Then we also have an aircraft engineer, the third picture. Okay, aircraft engineer is also an engineer. And also we can have a project management engineer as the lady in purple. Okay, so there's no specific looks. So engineers can be anything. So I would like to introduce our engineering family. So for students, engineers, in engineering, emphasize on teamwork. Okay, it's not a solo, one-person career. So our most important engineering family, there are a lot others who play a role. Okay, we support each other, of course, the finance, the corporate comm, and so on. But the main trunk of engineering family is we have engineers, we have engineering technologies, we have engineering technician. Okay? So boys and girls, I also would like to take this opportunity to actually inform that actually IEM last Saturday just launched a new membership rate for engineering technologies and engineering technician. Okay? That means that those graduates from an engineering technologies program or diploma program accredited by Engineering Council will have to register, okay, with Board of Engineers Malaysia. Okay? So we officially welcome that engineering has been growing and our IEM. IEM is the Institution of Engineers Malaysia is a professional society. So we support our members in it. Okay, for Board of Engineers Malaysia is regulatory. Okay, so students don't get confused. There will be quiz session at the end of it. I heard there will be interesting prizes, okay, courtesy of Stanford Makerspace. So remember, yeah, Board of Engineers is regulatory. Like you need to drive, you need a license, okay? There's only one board, okay? That is regulatory, regulates all the license for engineering profession, none other than Board of Engineers Malaysia. And IEM is a professional learned society, okay? So we have three, yeah, engineer, engineering technologies, engineering technician, okay? Then, okay, now let me introduce a few important engineering. Okay, as you all know, engineering profession have been evolved. Okay, and it will continue to evolve. Okay, society is evolving, our needs change. Okay, so there are different problems to solve. Okay, so if you look at the civil engineering, okay, so boys and girls, I'm sure you have been shopping in the Twin Towers there, right? So where is the Twin Towers? I'm sure all of you know, okay, it's our iconic Kuala Lumpur Twin Petronas Tower, KLCC, okay? So civil engineering, we have a lot of sub-disciplines, right? It covers, okay, you can actually go into building, construction, environment, mining, structural, geotechnical, and transportation, okay? So civil engineers that build buildings, for example, involved in construction, there can be geotechnical experts, there can be on the mining. So these are the sub-disciplines, okay? So I just introduced the four main disciplines and the sub-disciplines under it, okay? So that will be a civil engineering, okay? And the next one is, okay, the famous mechanical engineering, okay? You see there are actually many things under mechanical engineering. We have aerospace engineers, okay, can be aeronautical, right, can be aircraft maintenance, okay. So there are many, many disciplines under it. But of course, the main thing they deal with mechanical, so they are under the sub-discipline of mechanical. Okay, so boys and girls, don't get confused. Sometimes you see, there are students who ask me, there are so many engineerings, right? The main branch here is mechanical. Then we have agricultural, we have automotive where you make cars. So your mechanical core skills will be there. There will be specialization also, okay? Then there are building services, manufacturing, marine, material, megatronic, which is a combination, is getting more and more excited recently, okay? With the coming of Internet of Things and so on. Then there is metallurgical, mining, naval, and nuclear. So all these are the sub-branches of mechanical engineer. So they deal with gears, bearings, okay, and movement, okay, and so on. Then we have our electrical engineering, okay? So I think all of us love computers, electronics, and communications, okay? So computers have been evolved from having a big desktop, okay? You have mobile phones. Nowadays, I'm sure all of you spend more time with our mobile phones. Boys and girls, some of you might be viewing your teaching e-learning, okay, from your teachers using a mobile phone too, I'm sure. Okay, it's a bit small, although. Then we have electronics, then we have communications, okay? So these communications means that it covers the electronics and the Internet of Things, okay? So all of these things work together, okay? And of course, computer and electronics are becoming more and more important in the future. Nowadays, I think when you buy a car also, you want the panel full of electronics, right? Although car is under mechanical engineering, automotive, but I'm sure you are not going to buy a car without a GPS, reverse sensor, camera, and so on. So we do actually work together. Then, okay, the last one I would like to introduce is chemical engineering. Of course, chemical engineering covers environmental, also nuclear, petroleum process. Okay, so if you look at environmental nuclear, right, sometimes it can be mechanical because you need to build the reactors. Sometimes it can be chemical when you are dealing with the nuclear part, chemical part of it. Okay, so engineering actually, all of us to work together is very important to be able to work in a multidiscipline environment. Okay. Then, okay, so what do engineers do? Okay, the most important thing, just now I said the engineering family. Okay, we can't say that which one is more important and which one is not important. Okay, boys and girls, when you are in the family, everybody plays in a very important part in the family, right? I'm sure your parents, your father, mother, the children, your sister, they always argue with you, your brother, and so on. Okay, everybody has their roles to play. Then the family will be stronger and better. Okay, so our engineering family, we start with the engineers. What do they do? Okay, most of the time they will do design and analysis. So they spend more time in the design process. Okay, and analyze. Okay. So that actually, to be an engineer, okay, after you take your SPM, you will enroll in a foundation or diploma in an engineering program. Okay, so engineers, when you come out, you will spend more time in design, analysis. Of course, you do a little part of implementation and also development. Okay, depends on which field, whether you are electrical, mechanical, chemical, or whatever field you have. There are also engineerings that I didn't put up on the field. There are a lot of them, okay? But I just put up the most common one, okay, for you boys and girls. Okay. Feel free to ask me questions or drop us comments on the passport, on the YouTube channel, if any. Then we have engineering technologies. Okay, so you see, last Saturday, okay, IEM has a launching. So we welcome all our future members from engineering technologies and also engineering technician program. Okay, so engineering technologies is actually a graduate, a university graduate that graduated from an engineering technology program. Okay, so there will be engineering technologies. So you see, engineering technologies that do more thing on apply, implement, and develop. So you see the difference, right? Engineers that design, analyze, of course they do a little bit on implement and develop. We have to support our engineering technologies, work together in a team, okay? So engineering technologies that do more on apply, implement, and also develop, okay? So they apply all those processes, apply all those procedures, they implement the process, okay? And also the most important part that we have is engineering technician. Okay, engineering is the core team at the ground doing the work, supporting it. Okay, any good projects, we will have hardworking and very supportive engineering technicians. Okay, so engineering technicians, they are trained in specific skills. You have practical and hands-on. Okay, and they assist the engineering technologies and assist the engineers in doing their work. Okay, so that is our main three category. Okay, in our engineering family. Okay, so now I would like to go to a little bit of myth and truth, right? So, okay, based on the feedback that we receive, questions from the students, okay, the myth are sometimes they think engineers to work alone, okay, and do maths calculations all day. Because boys and girls, right, whenever the teachers ask you, do you want to become an engineer? Then the teacher will say, you must be good in maths, you must be good in maths. I think all the students are, I have to be good in maths. Okay, so don't get discouraged, okay? It's a myth, okay? You do need good mathematical skills, but you don't sit alone on your desk and do maths calculations all day, yeah? Okay? And sometimes they say they are antisocial, okay, because social introverts, because engineers are so specific in their technical field that when they talk also you don't know what they are talking about. It's so technical, okay? So basically it's not true. But what's true is they are too busy. Okay, maybe they have so many. They love their technical part so much. Okay, but I think this slowly has to change. Right nowadays, engineers can perform things faster because of technology. Also, there's a myth that engineering is science. Okay, actually, you need science skills. Okay, you need to be you need to have STEM skills. Okay, to actually excel in engineering. Okay, but engineering is not basically the same thing as science. Science gives you the answers to certain things. Like you say, why the color of the leaf is green? Okay, then science tells you it's chlorophyll. Okay, so engineering actually tells you that, for example, how to use the applications. For example, you want to plant using how much water you want, your sensors and so on. Okay. And then there's also a perception that engineer is boring, okay? So engineer is dry and pragmatic, and also engineering is predominantly male for the girls out there. So I'm here to dispel all these myths, okay? That's what I'm going to do, okay? So the truth is engineering is a field that requires teamwork, okay? Engineers work in teams and are actually constantly on the go. Okay, we have to bring people from all different disciplines and even work with our marketing people, our logistic people, our corporate comm to ensure that the product that we need, okay, solve the society's problem and also is marketable. Okay, it's also very, very important, right? You don't do something, you run something that people don't want to use it. Okay, so it's very important. The aim is actually to solve a social problem. So there's also a social science fact on it to see. Okay, sometimes we can have a good invention, but maybe sometimes people don't take it because that's not our culture to do it. Okay, also communication skills is important. Okay, and science and engineering complement each other. So it's important to have the skills, but they focus on application of the science. Okay, so engineers have to be imaginative and artistic, right? For example, your handphone. Okay, previously they started with one camera. Nowadays you have 4 camera, 5 camera, quad camera, front camera, right? That also looks at the perception of the people who would like to selfie, Wi-Fi, and so on. Okay, so we always we always imagine, okay, what the people want. You know, sometimes it's not true that I ask you, what do you want? Okay, boys and girls? Usually sometimes we can't tell people what we want, right? So engineers usually, they look to the future, they put out something, and I say, you want this 4 camera or 8 camera, octa camera new phone. And surprisingly, everybody will buy it, okay? So that's imaginative and artistic, okay? And also, while engineering has been predominantly male, okay, but it's slowly changing. Certainly it has been changing. There are more and more women in engineering now. Okay, so boys and girls. Okay, so this is an example of what future engineers do, okay? So I'm here to actually let you all know and encourage you all that whatever the future you want, okay, you can be an engineer and play a part in building it, creating it, and shaping it. Okay, whatever way you want, right? Sometimes you find that, for example, my example about the camera just now, you build something and you tell the people you want it. That is also another way, but provided the people, you do enough background studies, okay? Then, of course, engineering don't exist alone, okay? So I don't want to make this talk very complicated, so I just introduce a little bit about IR 4.0, which is Industrial Revolution 4.0. Okay, so boys and girls, I'm not going to go into the history of the IR 4.0, but what I'm going to tell you is that nowadays, boys and girls, you can't live without your smartphone, right? I think the first time you wake up in the morning, I don't know whether you have brushed your teeth or not, you already take up the phone and see, okay? So you see, so we are always connected. Okay, nowadays we are always connected. So IR 4.0, okay, the main focus is that we actually develop the strength behind this connectivity. Okay, it's not just people and people are connected. Nowadays, in the phone, you are actually, especially after post-pandemic, In your home, I'm sure your phone is connected everywhere. It might be connected to a Chromecast, to your TV in your living room, and then another TV in your bedroom, and then it might be connected to your Bluetooth speaker. So you see, the devices are connected within each other. If you have a smart fridge, you have a smart house, you can also turn on the light by just talking. Okay? So we bang on this cyber-physical connectivity, okay, to build the future. Okay? So you see the main thing of it, okay? So that comes the artificial intelligence, big data, Internet of Things. Okay, so boys and girls, I'm sure you have listened to the Internet of Things yesterday, right, conducted by Stanford or Dartmouth Mall. You can view back if you have missed it to get more information about Internet of Things. Okay, so it's about the connectivity of it, okay, and how we actually make this. Okay, once computer has this information, they can process it, they can make the decision, okay, out of it. Okay. So there comes also the digital revolution, okay, whether we like it or not. Your future, for those of you, okay, students that are in the school now, is definitely a digital world, okay, especially after the pandemic, okay. All of us, your parents also is on the Zoom, spending more and more time on the digital screen, okay. So digital revolution is where all this, it's not just to digitize the process, okay, it's all this includes the processing of the information, connectivity, IR 4.0, okay? So online shopping, so all these are digital revolution, okay? So it's going to change our lives, but this will be our future, okay? So boys and girls, so have some interest on STEM, okay? There are a lot of competitions, join competitions, love coding, love the internet. I'm sure you love the internet, but not just the YouTube channel, yeah? YouTube channel, you watch our Stanford Makerspace channel. Don't watch the too much movies, then your parents will scold me, okay? Thank you, Mr. Ramesh, and don't watch too much of games, yeah? You know, we have an overflow of information nowadays. Me too, right? Especially after the pandemic. So it's important, okay, for boys and girls to say which one is important. Okay. So this is actually the Industry 4.0, right? Just a brief introduction. We have autonomous robots. We have system integration, IoT, all this. Actually, it's all because of the connectivity. Okay? So probably for those adik-adik in the primary school, I hope that it's not too much information. Just remember that because of your phone can do anything, okay? Even if your parents have a machine in the company, if he's an engineer, he might be able to check the status of the machine from using the phone. So that's why you see your parents always looking at the phone, right? But they are not playing games, I'm sure. Okay. So, and what is STEM? Okay, so boys and girls, pay attention. We have quiz and interesting prizes, okay? So I talk about STEM. I'm sure some of you don't know. STEM skills are very important to be an engineer. So STEM stands for science, T for technology, E for engineering, and M for mathematics. Okay, so all these skills actually you get from the curriculum in your school. So be interested and support your teachers in participating, support your teachers, okay? Get some prizes for your teachers. Your teachers are happy, you will be happy, your parents will be happy too. Okay. So how to be an engineer? Actually, it's very, very simple, okay? From school, primary school, go to secondary school. Don't lose the naivety and the childishness in you, right? Remember when you are small, very small, you ask your parents why the sky is blue, why this is green, why this, and then your parents say, don't disturb me now, why you ask so many questions? Okay, so because your parents are very busy. Sometimes because you always get the answer, right? So you stop asking questions, okay? So boys and girls, next time when you ask your parents answer, why you ask so many questions? You tell your parents, I want to be an engineer. You can answer me when you are free. Probably you ask at the wrong time, okay? So you must, you see anything, you try to do it, okay? If you practice whatever things in your house, even cooking, your parents' cooking is also an art, right? Why the prawn, okay? Well, after you cook it with the right, will turn red, right? So these are the STEM skills that you need. And also ask questions, and then you can discover new things, okay? So the engineer checklist is very important. Not just we need to have good technical skills, that's where your STEM skills come in. We also need to have soft skills, okay? If you look at the truth there, all the teamwork, all the communication, all these are the soft skills, okay? Leadership is very important, okay? To be proactive, these are all the soft skills that you have, okay? So how can you become an engineer, boys and girls? Just to let you know that first, of course, after you graduate, everything you need to enroll in an engineering school, okay? In an engineering program, okay? Then you go to the school, make sure that, okay, you learn, and also you play at the same time, okay? Because engineers, we do a lot of interesting projects, things, so play, learn, and then you grow. Okay. So, boys and girls, take the opportunity to build your skills, okay? So this week is the Minggu Sains Negara, okay, 2021. It's an annual event, it's a national initiative to promote STEM. You see, participate in STEM activities. For example, STEM for All Makerspace has lined up so many interesting programs and also activities for you all with quiz and interesting prizes. Okay, please make sure that join the quiz. If you win, your parents will be happy, your teachers will be happy. If you don't win, no problem, try again next time. It's always an experience, okay? Competition is just an experience, okay, for us. And the most important thing is fun, okay? Okay, so I would like to share with you what me from IEM Women Engineers have done, okay? We have done quite a lot of outreach programs to promote STEM to boys and girls, okay? So these are the activities we have done, some of them, okay, the big ones. We also support small communities, okay? As long as we are able to support at the time, we do support them. So feel free to get in touch with us. As we are women engineers, we also have one of our main initiatives that is promoting girls in STEM, okay? So to reach out to us if you have any events that need our support, okay, hopefully we'll be able to support. Okay, so let's go through this short video. So this is actually the World Engineering Days that's also conducted in Diamond Mall in collaboration with the STEM for All Makerspace last year. So you see last year, it was lucky that we still can actually do a physical event, okay? So no problem, this year will be virtual. Hopefully next year we will be physical. And then also we actually do a short video for Minggu Sains Negara last year, okay? And then we supported Pesta Sains Negeri 9, okay? We do it in shopping malls, and we have promotion in STEM for girls, Sekolah Menengah Pudu, okay? We have our Railroad Robotics and Coding Competition annual and state event in Nilai University. We also support the Kuala Lumpur Engineering Science Fair for many years already. I think since 2018, we started, became active. Then we are also partners with Tech Dome for their signature event, Women in Science. This is the third year we are supporting them, and the event will be tomorrow. Okay, you can view it live from the Tech Dome website. IEM will be conducting our signature IEM workshop, Come Fly With Me tomorrow, okay? So, okay, we look at it. So just to tell you that, okay, STEM for All Makerspace will actually release a quiz later. You have 24 hours to actually answer it, and interesting prizes. The most important thing is participation, okay? Before you know, sometimes I know you boys and girls, when your teacher is teaching, you have so many tabs in your computer, you are flipping here and there, looking, okay? So just go to the STEM for All Makerspace, join the quiz, okay, for today, before you flip to all other videos, and then when your mother comes behind, and then you flip back to your teacher's face, right? Okay, so I guess that's all for you, so I would like to end it with, okay, a colorful background of thank you. So remember, engineering is where you would like to, how you want to paint your future. How do you like the future to be? So be part of it. And the first thing you do is to participate. Raise up your hand and see, I want to join this. Okay? Doesn't matter whether you win it or not. It's an experience. Okay? And then you get to know people like us. Okay? When you ask questions, for sure I'll reply you. Okay? Okay. I guess that's the end of my presentation today. So I will pass back to the moderator, Mr. Ramesh, in case he has.
Thank you, Engineer Ma, for the very colorful presentation. Indeed, it was so much of information that is very, very useful for students, especially those who are aspiring to become engineers. So it's a wonderful presentation, and this is what we really wanted students to share. Okay, well, the quiz is just one part of it, right? So indeed, all those who are waiting for the quiz, you're ready. We will be sharing the link in a while. So if you see in your chat box in the YouTube channel, the link will be there in a short while, right? So all you need to do is just click on that link and it will take you to the site where you can answer the questions. Now, Engineer Ma had given you some tips. So when she said, what is STEM? That means there's a question on what is STEM. And there are many others, okay? So probably you can also visit the website for IEM, Institute of Engineers Malaysia. Just take a look at that Institute of Engineers of Malaysia's website. There's plenty of information which may also be relevant to the questions that we have asked you in the quiz. All right? So the quiz is mainly a way of making you become more aware of what is being done in the field of engineering. All right? And also, of course, to incentivize you. If you're hardworking, if you are you do extra research, or you on the subject matter, then you will get all the answers correct and win prizes. Okay, but winning the prizes is just one aspect. If you really ask me, it's actually gaining knowledge. That knowledge is much more valuable than the prize, right? Perhaps there's something that our Engineer Ma has mentioned that you say, oh, that's wonderful, and it's going to be changing. Like say, for example, when she mentioned maths, she said the truth and the myths and the truth. So maths is not really that very, very important. You need maths to qualify, right, to do engineering, but then that is not. So if you are not so strong in maths, doesn't matter. Just make sure you pass, that you cope, right? And then you feel that's a very good example. But what skills is more important is your STEM skills. What is STEM skills? Problem solving is a STEM skill, right, Engineer Ma?
Yeah, sure.
So problem solving, so you've got a lot of projects in school, please participate. That's what I try to tell students, and that's what I try to do more projects like, creating something new, solving problem, design, innovation, pertandingan. So that's very, very important. I think that will build a stronger base for you to go into the field of engineering, or for that matter, in any field of STEM. All right, so basically, I'm just trying to recap the wonderful information that Engineer Ma has shared, and that this will all be uploaded in our YouTube. In fact, it's already in our YouTube channel. That's called STEM for All Makers Space YouTube channel. What we really want is to build this as a good reference in future. Teachers or students or parents looking for material, you just Google search STEM for All, and you may have a video to talk about engineering, about space, about IoT, and about renewable energy, and so many other topics, right? So with that, I think I again would like to thank Engineer Ma and the Institute of Engineers Malaysia for being very strongly supporting all our initiatives in the past, and also Nila University for giving the support that Engineer Ma needs very much to move about. It's not easy, she's very, very busy. She has got her academic work to be done, and yet she can find time to come and participate and give us the information that we really need, right? So lastly, I would like to say that this is done in conjunction with Minggu Sains Negara. We would like to thank our host and our sponsor, Kementerian Sains, Teknologi dan Inovasi Malaysia, for giving us this opportunity to participate and to promote Minggu Sains Negara through our partners. And IEM is one of our very strong partners to make this happen, right? So with that, I'd like to thank you, and please join the quiz which you will see on the chat box on our YouTube channel. Right? So with that, I'm going to sign off and thank you again, Engineer Ma.